Are you good?
What's going on, Jordan?
How you doing?
Hey, Jordan, how would you say your camp is going so far?
It's been pretty well. Every day there's injuries and things happen, but I just know you got to step up and fill that void and help where you can and help where the team needs you. So it's been going well so far, though.
I know this is a new offense and everything, but to have the experience being with the team for basically most if not all last year on the practice squad,
For sure.
Does that help when you get this kind of opportunity now?
Yeah, it helps a lot because the guys that's on the team and you're pretty comfortable. The only thing that changed was the offensive staff, so it was kind of like a new adjustment for everyone on the offense. So nothing's really changed, but the staff, and I think we've been doing a good job learning this offense.
It feels like they've given you a lot of opportunity, a lot of good snaps, and that has just continued to grow.
Yes.
What from your perspective, has helped you earn those opportunities?
Being accountable and knowing what to do on the field. If you don't know what you're going to do, no matter how good you are or how effective you can help the team, you're not going to play. So I take pride in knowing what I have to do on every play, whether it's my play or not, and asking little questions here like, oh, did we talk about this, and if this happens we have this, or can we do this. So I think just being very communicative with your coach and being responsible.
What are your strengths in general as a runner, receiver, all that?
Yeah, I think I can do a little bit of everything. I can, run between the tackles. I can catch the ball, and I can, pass block as well. So whatever coach is asking, and I'll be able to deliver that.
And anything, I think all running backs kind of like this system, but anything in particular that fits well with this system, you think?
I think just getting the defense moving. We have a lot of, shifts and motions, and it kind of offsets, them and have them communicate a little more and get them uncomfortable. So I like that a lot.
How do you feel Derek Foster has prepared you for in-game action with some of the unique things that he's been doing so far?
I'm just working on the basic things. You can never get tired with working, footwork drills and jump cuts. Like, we use those, not really thinking about it. You make a cut, our position is based off instinct. So I feel like, a lot of it's just the, basic stuff. Like I was saying, like the jump cuts, the one-cut plant. Yeah.
What sort of, run scheme did y'all use at Fresno?
I feel like we did a lot of the stuff that we run here, actually, whether it's me lined up and empty, me running a rail, me catching screens and stuff like that. So I'd say it's pretty much similar to, what we're doing now.
When you're in that kind of wide zone, what's kind of the most important aspect of your position? Like staying on track or
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you said, pressing, your point. Depending on what front you get, things change. But we want to sell. Our objective is to get the ball outside, and then you kind of read your keys, from there.
And do you feel like your experience in that offensive press kind of helps you with this? And yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. It helps a lot because it transitioned, pretty easy.
You mentioned pass protection. Is that sort of a work in progress for you, or do you consider that a strength and something that's going to show out in the preseason games?
For sure. I think you can never get bored and do anything with pass protection. You're going against great linebackers that have great moves and stuff like that. So we got to be prepared for anything. And I feel like you could just never be comfortable. You can always work at pass protection. So
Is that something you think can help make your case, though?
yes, definitely.
Yeah, Jordan, what has been your approach coming into this season? Obviously, you were at rookie minicamp. It's not a rookie, so
Yeah.
that was obviously a decision to,
sure.
to go to that. What has the commitment been like in terms of coming back for year two and trying to make a spot on this roster?
Yeah, just whatever coach need, and I know I can have a spot on this offense, and I know I can contribute wherever that may be, whether primarily special teams, and then Mims get in here, there, and here and there. But I just know I can help us win in a way.
How do you balance that? Because obviously, yeah, you want to be as up to speed as you can in the offense, but also knowing, hey, if I make this roster, a lot of that's going to be on special teams.
For sure.
Is that tough to balance in terms of those responsibilities?
No, not at all. That's what comes with the game. You kind of have to be, prepared to, do both. Stay in that offensive playbook, but then be, focus on, when special teams comes around, you got to know what you're doing on special teams.
Is there an area of special teams that you would say is kind of your specialty?
Not really. Coach Riz is throwing me at different spots. It might be returning one day. It may be taking run reps on kickoff, kick return. So he's just kind of got me moving and seeing where he likes me, whether it's PP on punt and stuff like that. So just getting a feel and see where he wants to play me.
Would you say that's maybe your strength overall, that you can sort of do everything? I mean, out of the backfield too. So, block, run, catch. Like is that sort of what you bring to the table, that you can do a little bit of everything?
Yes, definitely. I feel like that's a big part of my game, being able to catch out the backfield and then be able to still run between the blocks and pass protection. I feel like that goes a long way. Obviously, you want to be able to do multiple things and not be one-dimensional. So I think that's a strength of my game for sure.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, Dennis has had good things to say about you a couple of different times. Do you feel good about what you see on tape? Like when you go back and look at what you did that day, are you seeing things you like?
Yes, definitely. Shout out to the O-line that, give me those looks, and, without them, I wouldn't be able to do my job. But I think, having a great mindset coming into camp and, working on the little things, day by day, to fix that or, to fix certain things, it goes a long way. And I think, it's helped so far.
Obviously, you know Jake better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just from obviously time in present state. What have you seen from him in terms of growth from year one to year two, both at the quarterback position and also just kind of in the locker room?
Probably a better understanding of being a pro and at that quarterback position. I feel like the quarterback position is the hardest and one of the hardest positions to play. Whether it's memorizing the play, we have a check here, we have to change the play here and there. So I think he's been doing a pretty great job of that and transitioning to that this year. So yeah.
When you watch Alvin, what do you see? Like from your perspective, what makes him who he is?
He's like So I remember coming into the NFL, like they asked you like who's your favorite players, and him and Christian McCaffrey were like always my my go-tos that I watched growing up or whatnot. But I feel like his ability to catch the ball, just kind of like how I said about myself and what I think I can do as well. He catches the ball well. He runs hard. And yeah, I mean, his tape is, his tape, and he's done a great job over the years that he's been playing. So that's a guy I look up to for sure.
Have there been some moments with Alvin that you saw him do something and you just couldn't believe what you were saying?
There's times here and there. It's like, whether it's a quick burst here and there or he makes a great cut and stuff. But, he's a great leader, and he always, throwing pointers and, helping me out. And I'm always, asking questions. He's an open book.
Jordan, I apologize. I know I probably talked about this last year, but what was the timing when you were released and signed with the Saints? Did you have an opportunity to go back to Buffalo's practice squad too, or?
No, I didn't have the privilege to go back. So I think it was the day of cuts. I ended up getting cut that day, and then the Saints claimed me that following morning.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but will they claimed you for a while, or they put you right on the practice squad
For
initially?
The Saints?
Yeah.
Right to practice squad, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you had opportunities to, but they were like, were there a lot of teams that
Well,
called and you chose them? Or?
Saints were, my only option after, Buffalo. So,
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
Obviously a no-brainer to,
Right,
that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't know if you had options.
Yeah,
that
no,
day you picked
it's all
up for a
good.
reason.
No worries.
Anything else? All right,
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Jordan.